So today, we're going to be using one of you guys' decks in the Majestic Challenge to see how well can I do. The deck that we're going to be using is the Klausy, Scarecrow, Rocketeer, and the Griffin. Now, Klausy is just a fun hero overall. Scarecrow can work pretty well with the Klausy. Griffin can just go through heroes, activating all of their abilities, and of course, buff up the Rocketeer. And of course, the Rocketeer, a tank that does insane damage if he's buffed with more rockets. Looks good, but let's see how well we can actually do with this. My name is Mike, and please enjoy today's video. Alright, shout out to the person down here for recommending me to try out this deck. Let's see if we can actually go far with this. We did start with the Rocketeer, which is a pretty bad start, not gonna lie, but I'm actually going to try to hit the Rocketeer towards the Klausy. At least we get some, some L.L.C on the boards just to deal a little bit of damage, right? Plus, we actually buffed up the Rocketeer as well by doing so. So, not a terrible play if you have only one rocket with the Rocketeer. Using the Klausy is probably not a bad strat. He is going to hit the Griffin and the Rocketeer. Very well played. That's actually pretty painful, not gonna lie. We cannot do much here with the Klausy, so we're just going to hit the Wizard and hopefully the Monkey King plus the Griffin here. We failed to hit the Monkey King, but at least we did decent damage to the Wizard and the Griffin. That Wizard is going to get a lot of value. That's going to be a lot of value. Ouch, we just lost the Griffin. Perfect. Not really, obviously. Let's see here. Should we go for the buffs or should we go for the Klausy? I guess we'll hit the Klausy and then we'll hit the Griffin, get that damage. Because there's no guarantee that the Rocketeer is going to survive the next turn. So I think this is for the best. 90 damage to the Wizard. Plus a little bit of damage to the Griffin. Alright, so let's see. 2 rockets isn't terrible. I just wish we could have had more. But like I said, there's no guarantee that the Rocketeer is going to survive. So that's why yeah, exactly. That's why I decided to just ignore him. Do not buff him up because he can probably just take him out right there. So, let's see here. If we can just hit the Scarecrow towards the Monkey King, that should be pretty good. This will already take out the Griffin because the Griffin is the nearest hero. So let's do this. There we go. Good stuff right there. Lots of damage to the Monkey King. Took out the Griffin right there. Now, next turn, we can use the Klausy's ability to do some damage. But, I mean, the Klausy's ability doesn't do a lot of damage, but there's just a bunch of them, which makes it pretty... Oh... Well, so much for that. Let's see if we can still win here. How much damage does the Klausy do? 50? 50, yeah. We'll hit the Monkey King, and hopefully we'll double hit the Goblin there. We do not double... Oh, we actually did double hit the Goblin by accident, but it actually worked out pretty well. Let's see what he does here. Push the Wizard. Yeah, he's going to push the Wizard. Do not push it towards the Goblin. It did not, thankfully. All right. Let's see. This is not looking too great, obviously. Let's hit the Monkey King plus a Wizard. We're leaving the Goblin alone, which might be a bad idea, but I just don't know what else to do here. But yeah, oh yeah, look at that. All he has to do is go back. There it is. Yeah, go back and then forward, and that will be, wow, 220 damage. There's no way we're going to win. We will need to hit the Wizard twice, Goblin 5 times, and the Monkey King once. There's just no way. Yeah, we just lost right there, ladies and gentlemen. We weren't able to win that one. We just got destroyed, basically. It's all good. Hopefully we can still go far with this, despite losing the first match pretty badly, not gonna lie. It was a pretty bad matchup right there. But it's a-okay. We can still go far here. Let's continue on. Alright, second match here. Not the greatest star, obviously, but hopefully we can still win here. He is also using a Klausy. Let's see. He starts up with the Griffin. Not the Griffin, the Gargoyle, my bad. He is going to use his ability, which is going to be annoying. We are going to... Should we go for the buff on the Rocketeer? It might be for the best. Let's just do this and hit the Sorceress and the Klausy. Ooh, the Gargoyle actually got hit by the Scarecrow, so good stuff right there. Rocketeer has 2 rockets. He is going to push the Blood Bite towards my Scarecrow. Only 1 hit, thankfully. And, should we keep going for the buffs on the Rocketeer? If he can also push the Rocketeer towards the Klausy, that will be pretty good. Oh, not, it wasn't even the Rocketeer, it was the Scarecrow right there. So good damage other than... I mean, we buffed up the Rocketeer. Rocketeer has 4 rockets, I'm pretty sure. So if his heroes are together, this would be pretty good. So hopefully his heroes end up together. At least 2 of them. Just end up together. Let's see. He is going for the Griffin here. Well, that's pretty painful. Yeah, very painful right there. Actually, the Rocketeer has 5 rockets. Okay. Uh, well, we can do that, yeah. Yeah, let's just hit both these guys here. You might as well. We'll hit both these guys. There we go. Ah, if we only gone 1 hit on the Klausy, we could have done a little bit of extra damage right there, but it's okay. Alright, so we took out the Klausy and did insane damage to the Gargoyle. My Rocketeer is enchanted, sadly. But the Gargoyle is going to get a little bit of heals right there. My Klausy does go next. Should we go after the Gargoyle? I guess we'll double hit the Gargoyle and maybe we can deal extra damage to someone else. Let's see. No, that was not the greatest play, but it's okay. I just didn't know what else to do here, though. We are in a 3v2 situation here, so we do have a slight edge over my opponent, but yeah, look at that. He just did way too much damage to me. I don't think we're gonna win here anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Even if we do this, buff up the Rocketeer, we do get 1 elf on the board. Will it do something? Nope, because the Scarecrow was blocking. All right, so let's see what the Sorceress does. He does need to think careful. Well, actually, the Klausy is going to die the next turn. He can actually just win here, right? Yeah, he just won. He just got a triple kill. All right, we're not doing too great here, obviously. We only have 1 life left to go with 0 wins. Obviously not the greatest. Hopefully we can come back somehow. Let's continue on. All right. Again, we're not doing the greatest here. I'm just hoping that we can go still go far here. We are playing this arena, which, of course, is one of my faves. Should we go for the buff on the Rocketeer, though? Let's double hit the Scarecrow, and this should also hit the Rocketeer. We're avoiding the trap, but this is just to buff up the Rocketeer. Plus, of course, we did a little bit of damage to the Paladin and the Klausy, so not terrible. He is going to activate the Scarecrow's ability, plus the trap. There it is. Oh, wow, he actually got both of the traps out. Okay, well, fantastic start for him, honestly. Can we hit both of these guys here? I really want to. Yeah, we can if we hit the Griffin right here. Let's do that. Sadly, I did not hit the trap, but the elves buffs up the Rocketeer's ability. I did not know that. Are you kidding me, dude? Something to note. Understood. It actually buffs up the Rocketeer's ability. Okay. Understood. Let's see here. Should we go for the trap? Let's go for the abilities. Now, let's just go for the trap here. Go for the trap. We should be able to make contact with, yeah, like right there. Look at those elves. Ooh, we just took out the Paladin right there. So the elves activates the other hero's ability. That is actually pretty interesting to note. That's actually a pretty strong hero. Even though it doesn't do that much damage, that's actually a pretty tough hero, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, Klausy takes a beating right there, but we are going to activate the trap. Hopefully this will hit the Rocketeer. It does not hit the Rocketeer. It's fine though. We took out the Klausy. This should be my first win finally, as long as, you know, he doesn't do anything too crazy with his cultist right now. He is going for my Rocketeer and the Scarecrow. Nothing too crazy though. Yeah, nothing too crazy. We shall just do that. He decides to surrender. That's good. All right. We finally got our first win right there. Let's freaking go. Plus, it's pretty interesting to know that the elves actually activates the other hero's ability. That's pretty fun to and pretty surprising to see that actually happens. So good game right there. Let's continue on. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So 1 win. Oh, this is going to be a very tough one, but let's see. When we start with the Rocketeer, which is a very bad start, Other than we can try to buff up the Rocketeer, use any abilities right there. He thankfully did not do too much right there. We are just going to just hit both of these guys, and we should be able to make the Scarecrow hit someone. Oh no, it went to the right of the Griffin. My bad. If the Shaman enchants me, I think we're just going to lose though. So this is going to be pretty bad. You might as well go for straight damage right here. Thankfully nothing too crazy. We'll try to buff up the Rocketeer here. There we go. So the Rocketeer has 3 rockets. That's good. My Griffin does go next, so we can do some good stuff here. He is going after the Rocketeer. Misses the double hit, thankfully. Whoo-wee, misses the double hit. We are going to do this. This will also buff up the Rocketeer as well. Hit the Scarecrow again. Thank you. Hit the Klausy, please. Thank you. That elf is going to push the Klausy. Oh no, I just made direct contact with the Frostfox. The defensive buff is definitely not helping me here. But it's okay. He is going to nerf the Rocketeer plus the Scarecrow. Oh, and the Griffin as well. Well played. Okay, well. That's fine. We can just do this. Activate the Scarecrow's ability. That should be... that's almost death. That was almost death to the Frostfox. That would have been so great, dude. He is going to heal up the Frostfox now. And, well, we could just take out both of them, right? Yeah, take out both of them. The Frostfox can be pretty dangerous if left alone, so we'll do that. And look at those elves. Okay, let's see how crazy those elves are going to be. Not crazy. It's okay, though. We got a nice little double kill right there. The Klausy is the only one that did not get enchanted, but still only 50 damage is definitely not the greatest right there. He is going after the Klausy here. Scarecrow dies, sadly. Alright, so, of course, not the greatest. And going for the Klausy's ability is definitely not going to be the way to go. So we're just going to go down and up to buff up the Rocketeer. Hopefully hit the Satyr twice here. We do. Plus, actually made a little bit of extra damage right there to the Satyr right there. Not bad at all. Not bad. All right, Satyr. Or, sorry, the Blacksmith is definitely going to push the Satyr to deal damage to the Klausy, and maybe the Rocketeer. Misses the Rocketeer. And let's see. We really cannot do much here. So we're just going to hit the Blacksmith plus the Satyr. Rocketeer can sadly not even do a single bit of damage to the Satyr because of the defensive buff, but with the rockets he can. And yep, there it is. We just got our second win right there because he actually kept his heroes together. Let's go, dude. Taking out the Frostfox was definitely the way to go. If he would have stayed alive, he would have definitely healed up and just made the game much more miserable for me. But we got the victory right there. Second win, 2 wins, 2 losses. Let's continue on. All right, 2 wins, 2 losses here. Let's see. Okay, so the Slime Armadillo combo has become extremely powerful right now. Let's see if we can double hit the Rocketeer and then push it towards the Klausy, just to get 4 rockets with the Rocketeer. Yes, we do. Plus those elves are going to get a little bit of extra damage. Let's go. So Rocketeer is already a dangerous hero already. If he can somehow keeps his heroes together whenever the Rocketeer goes next, it'll be fantastic. He is going to enchant the Klausy and the Rocketeer. Oh, yes. Okay, so he just did that. Understood. Okay. Should we go for the... hit the Scarecrow towards this mummy? We'll do that. Oh, I was hoping to deal more damage than that, but it's okay. Alright, so Armadillo does go next. He doesn't have a direct hit on the Rocketeer, thankfully. Or the Scarecrow, so that's actually... We got pretty lucky right there. Is he going to try and enchant the Klausy? He does. Okay. So, we could deal damage to these two or these two. We'll hit both these guys. There we go. Plus, we actually buffed up the Rocketeer once. Those elves just went crazy. Let's go, dude. We took out the mummy. I mean, he still has the slime to work with for the enchantments, but still good damage on both the mummy the armadillo right there. Should we just... We could do this. No, I don't think that's the greatest play. We'll just hit both these guys regularly. Oh, nice double hit on the Naga. Hit the Armadillo right there. Let's go. We took out the Armadillo. All right, so 4v2 situation here. We do have a huge advantage, especially with the Naga being very weak. He surrenders. Let's go, dude. A good game right there, man. He could have maybe made a comeback right there, even though the slime was pretty low health as well. But we got the victory right there. Very happy about that. Let's continue on. All right, so 3 wins here. Let's see. He starts first with the slime. Thankfully, his fire clouds are like in his side of the arena, not mine. So he cannot take advantage too much of the using those fire clouds, which is good for me, obviously. My Rocketeer is in a very awkward position, so I won't be able to buff up the Rocketeer for this turn, even though I really want to. I really do want to, but I think it's for the best you just go for straight damage here. Plus, this will use the Klausy's ability, which is, of course, a fun thing to use. Let's do that. There we go. Plus elves. Actually buffs up the Rocketeer for me. I got very lucky right there. It actually buffed up the Rocketeer for me. So, and with my Rocketeer going next, especially in this arena, which is kind of very condensed, his heroes are most likely going to be together whenever the Rocketeer goes next, and I can do some good damage. Let's see. Griffin takes a beating. Oh, I don't think he's here. Yeah, it's not together. So unfortunately, we don't have a good advantage right here. This should activate the Klausy's ability though, right? It does not. Hit the robot once? No way, dude. Not even once with the Griffin. I think my Griffin is going to die here. Yep, Griffin is dead. This might be a loss, ladies and gentlemen. Should we keep going for... We're definitely not playing well. Hit the robot and then the Klausy. Nice elves. Only 30 damage to the Avenger. At least the bomb is away from us. Klausy does go next. Let's see if we can buff up the Rocketeer here. I really need to in order to have a decent chance of winning here, because unfortunately, the last time the Rocketeer went in this match, only his heroes were separated, so I wasn't able to take advantage of the Rocketeer splash. Lots of damage right there. And of course, he is blocking me from hitting the Rocketeer. So let's see if we can take advantage of the Scarecrow instead by doing that. Yes, we do. We actually do buff up the Rocketeer. Let's go. Let's freaking go, dude. Come on. That's awesome, dude. Will he take out the Scarecrow, though? If he takes out the Scarecrow, I won't be able to take advantage of course, any abilities other than with the Rocketeer. Yeah. That's fine. We should be able to hit all 3 of these guys, or at least 2 of them. Yeah. Oh, no, we can actually do hit all 3 of them right there, so let's do that. That will also buff up the Rocketeer. Oh my goodness gracious, how is this slime still alive? Crazy. And my Rocketeer has 5 rockets, dude. Holy guacamole, ladies and gentlemen. Let's freaking go. 126, right? Yeah, 126. Keep the slime alive. Yeah, just keep the slime alive. We don't want the Avenger going crazy. Let's just do that. Yeah, let's go. Good damage right there on the Avenger. Rocketeer can one-shot anyone, so I'm just going to hope that he can keep his heroes together. If not, then... yeah. We're going to have to go after the... Actually, if we do this correctly, we might be able to hit the slime. Nah, probably not. We'll just play safe. Hit the Avenger directly. He needs 3 hits on me, which it could happen, sadly. We'll see. Hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully he actually only gets 2 hits max. Please only get 2 hits. 1, thankfully, only gets the 1 hit. He did put me in a very awkward position, but this should hit the slime right here. And yes, let's go, dude. What a crazy comeback right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be our 4th win. Wow, I'm very shocked that we were actually able to make a comeback right there, ladies and gentlemen. Very happy about that. Let's continue on. All right, so 4 wins right here. Again, the same style of deck with facing the slime and the armadillo and the naga, but interesting to see the blaze instead of the mummy. He is going to try to activate the trap on my side. That's a lot of damage. Plus, he just slowed down my Griffin here. Can we still activate the trap? Yes! Holy, that was so close, but we actually activated the trap. That was very lucky, dude. Alright, so he is going to take out the Griffin here. But the Griffin thankfully did his job. Meaning, like, he was actually able to activate the traps, dealing damage to everyone right there. We are going to buff up the Rocketeer here. We could go for the Scarecrow's ability, but I think going for the buffs on the Rocketeer is going to be the better play. There we go. Plus, the Rocketeer got some decent damage right there. Slime, he is probably going to slow down the Scarecrow and the Klausy right there. Yes, he does. Well played. Yeah. Not the greatest, but we'll just play around with the Klausy's ability. Hit the Slime. There we go. Oh, wow. Ooh. Decent damage. Alright, so Armadillo goes next. He has to hit my Rocketeer because his heroes are just together. If he fails, then we can actually take advantage of that and maybe even get a monster kill depending on where his heroes are going to end up. Sadly, no monster kill, but we can get a triple kill. And let's see if we can play around with the abilities right here. Yeah, we did. Sadly not a monster kill, but we got an amazing triple kill right there. Even if he activates a trap, my heroes are going to stay alive, and even the Scarecrow is going to get avoided, or is going to not get hit. So that's good. Hits 3 of them plus the bomb. Well played. So we just do that, and this should take out the Armadillo, right? Oh no, the Scarecrow missed. It's okay. We just need 1 hit with the Scarecrow. I mean, he activates the trap, but that's fine. We are going to win regardless here. So, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Another good game right there. Let's go, dude. That we got an amazing triple kill right there. Almost got a monster kill if the L.L.C was going to work very well in my favor. Sadly, it did not. But still, very happy to say that we got our 5th win right there. Let's continue on. All right, 5 wins here. Facing a Glacio with this type of deck. All right. We could just buff up the Rocketeer immediately. Hopefully this will be a nice little double buff. Plus hit his heroes, please. There we go. 1 more hit. Thank you. We got an elf. There we go. Good start right there. Dealing damage to the Glacio and the champion. Thank you, elf. Alright, Druid does go next. He is going to hit the Rocketeer. That will slow down the Rocketeer, but I mean the Rocketeer doesn't rely on speed, so that's fine. We could buff up the Rocketeer again. That might be for the best. Let's just do that. There we go. Plus the Griffin gets some extra damage up there. Rocketeer with 4 rockets, doing 284 damage if I'm doing the math correctly. This should be pretty good. Let's see. Oh, look at the heroes right there. Yes, please. Yes, please. All 3 of them, yes? Oh no, it's going to miss the champion. It's okay. Let's just hit both of these guys. There we go. And we got a buff. That elf just pushed the Druid towards the Scarecrow. Let's go. We got lucky with that. We got so lucky with that, dude. Alright, so he's going for the double hit on my Scarecrow. Very well. Oh, triple hit plus the ability. Okay. So let's hit the Klausy right here. We'll also buff up the Rocketeer. There we go. Come on, elves. Go crazy. Go crazy. Yes! We just took out the champion because of the elves. Thank you very much. Plus, the Rocketeer can one-shot anyone. So, he does need to be careful leaving the Rocketeer alone. Or alive, not alone. He does focus on the Rocketeer. He does take out the Scarecrow, but I think we can double hit the Glacio and then take out the Farmer if we do this correctly. Can we do this correctly? Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, Glacio stayed alive, and we did take out his Farmer. And those elves took out the Glacio. Let's go, dude. What a crazy run. Losing twice in a row right at the beginning, and now we are 6 wins. 6 wins in a row. We need 6 more wins to get to 12 wins. Not sure if that's going to be possible, but you never know at this point right here. Let's continue on. All right, 6 wins. Let's see here. We're facing a heal deck. All right, who starts first? My Griffin. Yeah, my Griffin. So we'll buff up my Rocketeer, and then hopefully we can hit the Klausy plus the Scarecrow just to get a little bit of extra damage on everyone else. Okay. Well, that happened on the Kong. Not too bad. But yes, we're going to heal up the Kong here with this Paladin. While hitting the Griffin, yeah. Okay. Ah, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Okay. Let's do this as well. Also hit the Klausy and the Scarecrow. There we go. Come on, take out that Paladin right there. No way the Paladin survives, dude. Are you kidding me? It survived with that much health. 2. Are you kidding me, bro? That's fine. He is going to heal up, though. That's going to be 1 hit on the Dancing Dragon. Yep. So let's... Even though I want to take out the Paladin so bad, I really want to take out his... Or buff up my Rocketeer before anything else. This might be bad, but we'll do this. Oh, come on. All right, so hopefully that was for the best, buffing up the Rocketeer, because he is just going to keep healing up his Paladin. And at this point, maybe I could buff up the Rocketeer a couple of more times here, or just focus on damaging his... Yeah, I mean, we're okay here so far. We shall buff up the Rocketeer once, hit the Paladin. See, I mean, the Paladin survived, obviously, but the Rocketeer has 4 rockets. He does need to be very careful here, like super careful. Let's see, the Griffin, that's fine. Oh, look at this. We can just go up and down here, right? Just go up and down. Use the abilities here. Just go crazy. Yep, go crazy here. Go crazy. Come on, elves. All right. Okay, so decent damage to the Dancing Dragon plus the Kong here. Now, this is where things can go super well for me or very bad for me. My Rocketeer does have 5 rockets. And he goes next. His heroes, especially the Priest and the Dancing Dragon, are together. He does not want to make a play. Oh, now he just made a play. Well played right there, not gonna lie. Oh, we can just take out both these heroes. Plus decent damage to the Dancing Dragon and the Priest. The only reason I went for the Kong and the Paladin is because the Kong is the damage dealer in his deck. And then, the Dancing Dragon and the Priest doesn't do that much to me. I mean, the Priest got the buff. That's why he did decent damage up right there, but we're okay. Let's see if we can just try to take out his Dancing Dragon. Yes, we do. All right, so we just got to worry about a Lonely Priest in a 4v1 situation here. My Klausy is healthy. The Scarecrow is healthy. Everything else is about to die. But we should... Ouch. We should be okay here. Buff up... No, there's no point buffing up the Rocketeer. Just do that. Do that. Come on. Boop. Yes. Let's go. Let's go. What a crazy elves play. Let's go, man. All right. Come on, Priest. In a 4v1 situation with only 150 health-ish, there's just no way. The only way to win here with a Rocketeer is to push it to the Scarecrow, but I don't think that's going to be enough speed. But we'll see. Is it enough speed? It was enough speed, but I missed. It's fine. We should still win here regardless. I mean, sure, he just took out the... Oh no, the Rocketeer is still alive, actually. Can we double hit just to finish this off? Nope. But he still surrendered anyway. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's freaking go. What is going on here? We're doing amazing. Let's continue on. All right, guys. 7 wins here. Okay, he has a pretty hard damaging, damage dealer deck, basically. Miceman is a damage dealer. Drakeley is a damage dealer. Farmers is a support, but still can be pretty annoying. Oh, honestly, that wasn't too bad. We can buff up the Rocketeer here. Actually, let's buff it up like this. Let's still push it towards the Griffin. And that was only 1 touch with the Griffin. I thought it was going to be 2 touches. All right. So he is going for my Scarecrow. A direct hit, though. That's fine with me. Okay, 2 hits. We're still alive up there, though. Can we hit the Rocketeer Plus, hopefully hit the Scarecrow up there to push it towards my spended, please. Yes, good stuff. Decent damage. And there it is. My Rocketeer with full 5 rockets here. This should be pretty good, especially if he keeps his zeros together. Which he does, look at that. He definitely did right there. We can take out the Mice Bandit and almost take out his Farmer right there. I think it's for the best to just hit both these guys. Even though, almost hitting the champion, but that's fine. We could potentially push the Farmer towards the Snowball to fully take her out as well. Oh, Elves! Elves, we actually did some damage to the Drakeling. Okay. The Farmer is about to die as well. Alright. Alright, Champion. My Griffin, is he dead? My Griffin is alive with 1 health. And of course, he just got taken out. Okay. So, unfortunately, we didn't do well right there. I really want to take out this Farmer before anything else. I'm just going to do this. And this will take out the Farmer. Alright, so there it is. We took out the Farmer. Unfortunately, the Rocketeer only has 1 rocket. But it was for the best to take out the Farmer because I don't want the Farmer just dealing damage to me constantly, you know? So that's why I did that. Maybe it was a bad idea because since the Rocketeer does go next, you know, he only has 1 rocket. Wow. We could just do that. And get a... we failed to get the extra hit. This actually might be a loss. I think taking out the Farmer might have been a bad play. Yep, there it is. We just lost, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Well, that's unfortunate right there, ladies and gentlemen. But 7 wins. Maybe, like I said, I think taking out the Farmer was a bad idea right there. I think I should have just went for the Drakeling or buff up the Rocketeer right there. It's okay. 7 wins after losing twice in a row at the beginning. Getting 7 wins in a row is pretty impressive. Plus, we're going to get a bunch of cards here for my baby account. Let's freaking go, dude. What a good run right there. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you did, please make sure to hit like button down below and subscribe to the channel for more Smashing 4 videos. Very fun run, definitely, with that Klausy. And the plays I did with those elves, it's just a fun hero to use overall. If you guys have any other recommendations and we'll see, just let me know down in the comments below. Yes, I'll do it for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thanks again for the continued support. I will see you next one. Take care.